Yes, my beautiful people, welcome to Selvin Kitchen, guys. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's okay. So in today, guys, we're gonna do a nice grill lamb leg. But before we're gonna grill the lamb leg, guys, we're gonna cut off some of the fat off the lamb. We ain't gonna cut off all of the fat off the lamb because we need some of the lamb, some of the fat on the lamb to keep that lamb nice and moist and juicy. Because if you cut off all of the fat off the lamb gonna come dry, and you don't want to eat a grilled dry lamb leg. So stay tuned for the awesome, delicious recipe, guys, in Selvin Kitchen. Yes, my beautiful people. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, is just get a sharp knife. We're gonna peel off some of that fat off the lamb. You know that lamb is very fatty, so we don't want to cook all of that lamb without all of the fat. But we ain't gonna take off all of that fat. We're gonna leave some of that fat on that lamb to keep that lamb nice and juicy. We don't want to eat a grilled dry lamb, dry like cardboard. So leave some of the fat on the lamb, and after we're just gonna wash him with a fresh lemon, and then we're gonna season up it. Then we're gonna put it in the oven for around 20 minutes, and after we're gonna take it outside and put it on the grill. Stay tuned, guys, for this awesome, delicious recipe in Selvin Kitchen. Yes, my beautiful people, I cut off some of the fat off for this lamb leg. As I said before, don't want to separate all of the fat from the meat. You want to leave some of the fat and that meat to keep that meat nice and juicy, give it a nice taste. Because if you're going to cut off all of the fat, it's going to come dry. I have a fresh lemon here. You can use vinegar, or you can use lime, or you can use a fresh lemon like me, what I'm using now. So I'm going to cut this lemon, squeeze it out, and wash my lamb. Stay tuned. Yes, guys, so I just washed that nice juicy piece of lamb leg with some fresh lemon. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna have a paper towel just to take off the excess water before I put on all of my seasoning. So stay tuned, guys. Yes, my beautiful people, so I don't bore some hole in it. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna bore some more hole in it. So when I'm gonna season up my lamb, I want my season to go inside of my lamb. I don't want my season to go outside of my lamb. I want my season to enter inside of my lamb. So what now I'm gonna do, use the knife to cut that lamb in two. So when I'm gonna add my jerk season, my onion powder, my all-purpose season, my season can go right between that lamb and season that lamb properly. So when I put that lamb in the oven, when I take that lamb outside and put that lamb on the grill, my lamb is well seasoned and it tastes from the outside to the inside. Beautiful, nice piece of lamb leg, guys. So yes, my beautiful people, what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm just gonna add some olive oil on this lamb first. So before I add on my seasoning, I'm just gonna add some olive oil on it. It's a different type of cooking I'm doing, you know, guys. Not no ordinary, same old different type of cooking. I cook different from everyone. So add some olive oil on that lamb. So now, what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna add some of my jerk season. I have some all-purpose season. I have the garlic, I have the ginger, I have the pimento, I have the spring onion, I have the thyme. I have everything in this jerk season. So I'm gonna put in a tablespoon and a half of jerk season. Just a tablespoon and a half of jerk season on that lamb. You don't want to over season your lamb. So the lamb is there with our jerk season, guys. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna add a teaspoon of all-purpose season. Just a teaspoon of all-purpose season. I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of dry parsley. Sprinkle that dry parsley all over the lamb. And then I'm gonna add a bit of salt. And then, guys, I'm gonna have a teaspoon of onion powder. So what I'm gonna do now, guys, I'm just gonna get my hand in it. I'm just gonna rub all of that season to combine with that lamb. And the next side, so I'm gonna do the both side. All of that part what I cut between that lamb, I'm gonna add some of the season right between that lamb. So that lamb, when it's cooking, we don't want to look and see the season is outside of the lamb only. We want to get some of that season down in that part where we're hopping up that lamb. We'll put some of that season right down in it. So we season up that lamb properly. Just get your hand in it, guys, the old-fashioned way. Nothing like you season up your meat the old-fashioned way. You just get your hand down in it, you feel your hand and that lamb. Let's get some of it on the leg. So we don't need no more than this, guys, because you don't want to take out the flavor out of that lamb with too much season. So this is perfect right here, guys. Perfect. Yes, my beautiful people, what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to put it in the oven, guys. I'm going to give it around 20 minutes in the oven. And after, I'm going to take it outside and put it on that charcoal and that barbie. So 20 minutes, guys. Yes, my beautiful people, so I just light the coal. I just add some wood chip in it. The wind is blowing. It's a windy day today, guys. Add some wood chip in it just to give it the smoke. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm just going to spread out the coal a bit, because it's not really a big lamb I'm doing, so I don't have to use all of the coal. So just spread the coal a bit. Yes, my beautiful people, so I just took it out of the oven. We're in the oven for the last 20 minutes. So I just took it out of the oven. Now I'm just going to add it over here and the barbie. So I didn't put a lot of coal in it because I don't want it to get burned. Ooh. Look at that, my beautiful people. Look at that. So what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm just going to cover the lid and leave it there for around a good 45 minutes. But every 15 minutes, I'm going to turn it over. Hi, my beautiful people. So the lamb is here for the last 15 minutes, guys, on the grill. What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm just going to turn it over. Just going to hold it right here. And it's going to turn it over like that. All of that juice running out of that lamb. Look at that beautiful texture, that brown flavor of that lamb, people. Look at that color. Beautiful. So I'm gonna give it another 15 minutes on the next side, then I turn it over again. So I drop the coal very low, not too much coal in it. You don't want your lamb to get burned. Yes guys, here for another 15 minutes on the next side. It's gonna check it, give it a turn. It's gonna turn it, then I'm gonna get my knife now. I'm just gonna open it with my knife properly so the steam can soak through that lamb properly, guys. Yes, my beautiful people, what I'm gonna do now, guys, this is in on the grill for the last 20 minutes. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna use my knife and separate it. Just gonna hop in it a bit to let that steam, that charcoal, that smoke get to circulate in that lamb properly. Give it that nice charcoal texture, that nice charcoal taste, that nice charcoal flavor. So I'm just using the knife now, guys, just to hop in it a bit to let that steam to soak right through that lamb, because this lamb is a nice thick piece of lamb. So if you don't open it, it's gonna take over 5-6 hours to cook. So that's why now I'm using the knife just to separate it a bit, just to open it to let the steam fly circulate right through that lamb to cook that lamb properly. Yes guys, this on the grill for the last 1 hour and 20 minutes, guys. So now I'm just gonna spin him around. This is all finished, guys. Look at that, that is beautiful. Just put a little bit of charcoal in it. I don't put too much charcoal. I want it to slow cook on the charcoal. Get that smoke with that chip wood, with that charcoal flavor. Have some sweet potato. Have some plantain over there. So this is all finished, guys. Please give me a thumbs up for the video. Thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Please check out the channel before you go. And if you don't subscribe, please subscribe before you go. And I will see you guys in the next video. Selvin Kitchen, walk good.